So today is Tuesday, July 11th, 2023. So this is the same view, same statement, right? Stay long overall, right? Now yesterday note statement. So I copied it from yesterday's pre-market note, right? So yesterday I said in the yesterday's pre-market note that key here for sellers today is preferred sellers area, and if they fail to hold it below equal to, we have to consider the possibility of fake breakdown move from Friday. See, so I'm just carrying forward the story. So this was a Monday statement. So Monday price couldn't hold it lower. So Monday was a hint that this could be a fake down move from Friday. That means price will move higher. And then this is today's note, right? So stick with the longs, right, at pullback if there is the down move of the open. See that? So now you can see there was a down move of the open, right, and it was like scary down move. If there is a breakout kind of move of the open, you can choose to go with the flow. See that? So that door is also open, or wait for the higher up pullback as long as price does not reach 300 area in NQ and ES this area before you enter the long. So that means as long as price is below this area, right, and did not reach, you can enter a long, basically targeting this area. That is the whole idea. After that, and price was able to reach 278 today, and ES already reached here. See my point? And then you can see a reaction also. After that area is reached, if it is reached, you have to be careful in taking longs unless it is trendy up kind of situation. So this area reached at the end of the day, right? So there is no question of taking longs at the end of the day, right? But that is the whole idea. Globex low, yesterday's closing, yesterday's high are very important for buyers to hold it above, especially yesterday's closing and high area, right? Basically above backup buyers area in NQ and ES above preferred buyers area. Yesterday's buyers have a control, right? So I am saying NQ's backup buyer area and ES preferred buyers area. Above that area, in general, buyers have a control, right? So now, and stick with longs, right? Opening down move, you can buy a pullback, right? Remember all this statement now, okay? So, and then also in Discord I said look for some kind of disconnect of the open, so today this was a bullish disconnect also present, coupled with good momentum, right? This is all screaming to go long, okay? Now preferred buyers area, right? So see, this is a preferred sellers area, price stop right there. See how it is laid out. Above preferred buyers area, prefer long, right? Above backup buyers area, preferred long, correct? So NQ, you can see it. See, NQ was playing game today, right? But if you are careful, right, you can pick up all these longs. This is all these longs today was a perfect day, 100% perfect day. Even though for some folks it was choppy, right? But today's reading wise, it was a perfect day. In Discord I was able to read entire day's price action at each and every rotation, up and down both, and if you were in Discord, then you will know, I have all the Discord proof there. Every time when price pull back, I said look for failed breakdown here, so according to same time you can do longs in ES, and this move I called it out way early here. When I disconnected the Discord at 10:30, 11, I said look for this kind of scenario to go long, which is this longs around 12:30 or so. This long, and then this long also, and then this long also, So now preferred buyers area above buyers, backup buyers area above buyers, right? So now look at NQ. So NQ was giving a hard time, right? Here in the morning. So here I took my first long right at 150, okay? At the same time ES also I took the longs, okay? Now here price went into my favor, right? Now here I was walking through the price, to members. So I was talking here that hey, down move happen, 130 is a valid point, but ES 58 which is this area, is not a valid point for a price to come down. That means most likely price is going to revisit this area in ES. ES came down just because of NQ. So if NQ choose to go up, ES will go up higher faster. That is what we discussed. While this down move was going down, right? We didn't do anything. Here I said there could be a long, but I said I am not going to take it because of NQ getting reaction from this area nicely. So we let go this long, and then when price went down, I said 46 right here. You can go long, and then you can put a stop at 41 or 42, somewhere around here. I said, like you need a sizable stop, and then you have to hold it. So I went long here and here both. So I took both longs here, and which is this here. Okay. Now I was watching NQ. I said I am not paying attention to ES at that point. After taking longs, I was watching NQ, and we were walking through live. I said I also gave a couple of shorts also here. But I said do not take shorts, but there will be you will see a sellers here. Sellers will short it here, seller will short it here. So all these things, I walked them through it, but I said do not take shorts, look for longs, fail breakdowns. So this short, when it worked, right, I said okay, now wait, second time it came down, ES did not make a new low, so that was a long. You can bail out here if you want. As I said, you can bail out if you want to, or you can hold it. I am holding it, that is what I said. Then price went down again here, right, again it bounced, I was holding it, then price sliced through it, right. At that point I did not bail out, I held my trade, even though it went against me 50 points, almost 200, right. So 40 point against me, I held it, both of them. I said look for fail breakdown, look for longs, and I said if you don't want to hold it and let's say break even here, fine, but then continue to look for longs at fail breakdown sign. Do not short. And then price breakdown, I held it personally, I held it both of them, and then price bounced, right. So anytime when price goes down, I was marking the seller's point. I said look for this seller's point, price has to take out this. If it does, that's your confirmation based long. So if you don't want to hold it against, then you can wait for confirmation based long. Okay, see that confirmation based long came right here, or if you zoom it to the smaller time frame, 1 minute 15 second, it came down right here, and same thing for ES right here. Okay, so now because we were looking for this move, now why looking for longs today? So there are multiple reasons. One is pre-market note says stick with longs, right. Second is internals, right, of the open. You can see it, momentum is to the upside extremely while price is going down like this, right. So now you can see this. See this price action down, look at this momentum, 100% above zero line and positive 600 multiple times. And now when price close, fill this gap, right here, and now it went below the gap. AD is supposed to be negative. Now look at the AD, plus 1000. See, NQ's closing was right around somewhere around this 196 or so, or 180, I think somewhere, right. NQ is way far below, almost 100 point down. Look at NQ's AD at 0. So bullish disconnect here also. That's why I held my short, my long, sorry, even though it went against me, because I know NQ does all this temporary stuff. See, I could have taken a profit here and then waited again, right, and then when it break down, I should have cut down, right, and then waited again and then again went long. But sometimes, see today price went like this, but sometimes, it just comes here, bounce up. That's why I didn't want to take that chance, because later on it's hard to get in. So that's why I held it, and then see here, if you look at it very carefully, see ES also very nice trade, along with NQ. See these things, this low, right, Now then it retested. See, whenever if your bias, let's say, is bullish, right? In this case today our bias is bullish, right? We are looking for longs. Let's say you didn't take this long, right? And then price broke down. The moment it breaks down, right, ideally, since these sellers are so strong, see that move, down move, balance, another breakdown, right? At this point now you know strong sellers are there, correct? So they have to keep proving it because their price is going against the internals. See here. So price has to prove it. Now burden is on sellers. So the moment it broke down here, right, this was yesterday's closing area. Ideally you want to see sellers holding it below this area. If they fail to do so, right, you can go long right there because internals are supporting your idea. Now look here, breakdown, right? Now look here, I also said if someone wants to short it, they can short it, but I said do not do it. Instead you look for this area to be taken out, then you go long, right? So now look what happened. I'm going to remove this, okay? I'm going to remove this also. Now you look, this sellers defended, right? Now at this point you want to see what? Breakdown and continuation, correct? Now look at AD. Divergence, positive AD divergence, price is going down, lower low, higher lows, right? In momentum, very good. Divergence, all plus points to go long, not short. See that? Now this time 10-15, right? 10-15 right here, this candle. NQ made a new low, slight new low. I went long right here in 1 minute time frame, 118 or so, right here. Look at no new low, divergence between two indexes. See my point? Now once you see this, that's your third confirmation or fourth even to go long. Now let's say you did not take a long here. See, I took the long right here, right? But let's say you did not take the long. Now the idea is what? Sellers already failed here, to make a new low. Now additional confirmation is this divergence and breakout of this. You can go long right here at this candle. That's it. Now if you zoom it even in 15-second chart, you will see a long right here. But anyway, you go long there. Now price has to hold above it, simple, and move slowly higher. Now here also I said you can short. There will be a short right here. I said 52 at that time, but I said shorts will come at 52. You can short it, but I said look for long at 47 to 48 area, 47.50 actually. That is what the level I said, which is 47.75. See, I said it has to hold above it. Here I said it has to go above 47. Here once it goes above it, it has to hold it. So that was your long right there. I already said in Discord, all these things. Now what? Now you go back up. Now 58 is it going to retest. As I said, it is going to retest this 58. There you go. That's a breakout, right? Now there was another long right here. So, and then here I said whenever you will see a scary down move in the afternoon, and there are specific criteria that I gave it to them. I'm not going to discuss it here, but members knows this. So when this happened, that was a long right there, and then here there was another. I said continue to look for failed breakdowns. All these levels I gave it in Discord all this time, so there was a long here, there was a long here also, thank you. All these longs, I gave it in Discord. All of them basically failed breakdowns. So low of this failed, this low here it failed, you take a long, then here it failed, you take a long, here also same thing. All this thing today was the pattern was failed breakdown play, and keep doing longs until it reaches its destination. So now let me show you. So now pretty much it's clear. I don't have to explain a lot here. It's pretty much I gave you the example here in the morning itself. So this is the telltale sign it wants to go higher. That's it. Now hold on, let me see if I can find all the Discord stuff. Now that was the first statement at 7:16 a.m. That was a long too, in the 7:16 a.m. in the morning, which was around this time, but anyway, so here I said 4470 above, NQ above 300, most likely probability today, either before open or after the open, assuming it holds above Globex low till then. See, so it held above Globex low, right? 4470, which is this, most likely probability. NQ 300, it went to 263. That is the level I gave it, later in the Discord. So it didn't reach 300, right? It went to 278, but it will go there. So that is the opening statement, right, at 7 o'clock. Now yesterday's closing and yesterday's high, important for buyers to hold above. Ideally yesterday's closing area in ES was this basically, so it held it, right? Now see this of the open, this is that 905, right? Remember I said, I gave it in Discord, that look for disconnect or something. Of the open, internals are important. See that, look for some kind of disconnect sign if there is. Now you look at it, disconnect, right? See, it's all like beforehand I'm giving all the information, not like after the fact. Depending on the day, whenever I do my pre-market research, I gave all the possible information applicable only for that day. Now you cannot do this every day, right? Look for disconnect, but depending on certain days, I can feel it that today internals would be important. Now they look at this 9:29 a.m. right before open, right? I said 51.53 or 46.48 in ES will start opening move, and then it will trap one side. See that? So 51.53, which is this area, correct? And 46.48. Okay, it will start the opening move, which it did, right? See that, and it will trap one side. So here buyers got trapped. Correct. Now here 46.48 breakdown here, right? So this same area where there is a short and then long, up, down, long, and now sellers trapped. See that? There you go. Now hold on, now we are not being trapped here, right, because we are not supposed to take a breakout, correct? So, and pullbacks, and NQ was here in Discord. I said NQ has to go above 230, first, then you can take longs, breakout longs if you want to, but till then you can't do anything, so we didn't do anything here. Then he came here. Now we are looking for fail breakdown. Okay, this is 11:19 a.m. right? That's where I closed the voice, which was around this time, right here, and NQ was right here. So here I said that fail breakdown, because I was talking in Discord at that time, that look for fail breakdown sign at 170. So ES was at that time at 52. So, and here, and then it says, then I said, I confirmed it here that look, it's in progress, right? So this was a long here also. Okay, and then it has to hold above 183, and if it breaks below 183 from 194 here, I also said it will react from 194. So from here it will go up to 194, which is this. So this trade long here up to 194, and then if it reacts from 194 and breaks below 183, your day is screwed up most likely. That means both parties are active. Doesn't mean you have to short, and you can continue to look for long if you want to, and then another fail breakdown right here, and then up, right? So, and actually I traded that also. See here, I said I took that trade. Okay, see here at 11:57 I said, now you already know that this 300, which I already gave as a target, and 70.5 for 70 to 85, they are heading towards their target, right, which is right here. I said that. So you can take this long, right? Now its price is confirming above morning high, correct, because this area was anyway poor to short. Now by the time NQ, right, you can also take a long. correct? Then it has to hold above 196,203. Here I said, right? Lunchtime, you know now, so they may play the game. You know, and lunchtime move happens. And today during lunchtime it went down, correct? Fine. You're not going to take a long here. So when it went down, you go long right here. No? Now here at A115, see, again I repeated, only way to play long is to look for failed breakdown signs if you want to trade for the rest of the day and stick with only long. See that? So after that point onwards, which is 115, right? So you can see it also. $115, right? See how many failed breakdown longs you got. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing in ES. See, so you need to know what to look for. You know, once you know it, it would be easy. See here, failed breakdown of this low up. Now price went through this low and this low right here, correct, and immediately up, turned this area into support, went higher. See my point? So that's the thing, you know. So here also you can see same thing, breakout, pullback, balance, breakdown of this low, couldn't go below this, and there is a long here right there. Yeah. So and that be all for today. I'll see you tomorrow.